Me na gentle, the political hot goose. Today, December 6th, 2022. Today, me family, the hot goose, they come for them but two very important issues them. We bordered around the good governance system and the democratic principles and way President Bio they uphold, the inclusiveness and developmental approach them way President Bio they make for make salon continue for become sexy and attractive. This morning, when I stay with me, and at the cow, then two things there with the hot goose, the Fodonpa. One, about the recent grant. When are the free money, we're not to debt, we're not to trust, because this government gets sense, then gets correct people then get the country at heart, then get people we get the correct academic background and get technocrats them. We then write a project to World Bank. 6 months to elections. It not ever happened in the history of Sierra Leone. They don't give a grant of $100 million. And they can't talk about that one day. And also, because President Bio believe in open government, he believes say in government for they closer to the people, in government for they inform the people, in government and the people and for they one word and give or tell the people them we been give a mandate for serve. It also hold a usual annual retreat with CSOs them, when a civil society organizations them and journalists them na Kenema district through the Ministry of Information led by the Vice President Dr. Jules Jalo. But a lot of them here and they can't explain them inside the hot goose this morning. Very, very importantly, we now stay tuned and let we enjoy this body water because President Bio in business, na all man business. President Bio, na the best man. Now the reasons and this is what they tell una say we need for always tell people that and work together for let maintain that power. They let President Bio become re-elected. Let get another mandate for continue for make salon sexy and attractive. Una enjoy.
So Amada Bio Sam na Uda this game ya dey for Amada Bio Uda cook and shape the game President Bio We are with the vote back. We are with the vote back. We are with a vote tobacco for development and salon. Amu, you don't hear me. We are with a vote tobacco. We are with a vote tobacco. We are with a vote tobacco for development and salon. Sholele, 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 sholele. Oh, after you, now you. Sholele, sholele. Sholele, 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 2020
Famulem, una welcome on the Hot Goose Network show. And today, na December 6th, just like how I don't tell you now. After you, President Bio, we will vote you back. And the reason why we vote President Bio back, now I tell you now every day. Every day, I will tell you now the reason why President Tok Anubio, we as serious Sierra Leoneans, them, even the unserious one itself, will they vote them back because of the TR what they do. We can always listen to Universal Radio every Saturday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. saloon time. So, and no matter who side you're in the world, just try for calculate now on every Saturday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. saloon time, how that one they will take you. Which time down the way they fall, who side you day, any side of the world, so that you will listen to Universal Radio every Saturday. The radio garden day we are the share, so every Saturday you say go be part of the process. We are the continue for tell people them me and Abigail, now the Hot Goose Network, we continue to tell people why we need for vote for President Bio back. And there are a lot of reasons. Now today, now two I don't bring. We're very important. One of the most important thing here is, now big news, with economy, now hold the country. Economy, now the riches, the money where the country gets, the resources them where the country gets, starting from the human capital, when are also the ability where Motaman gets for play with, the minerals them, for play with, the things that where the country get, for let we able manage yourself and live the way we for live as a nation. President Bio embark on the human capital. He say it a developer. And no government not ever come and take that one day as a serious issue. But I don't tell you naturally. Any government where they progress, any government where they improve, any government where ready for work, we're ready for know about development before any development start in our country. Now the more time first you get for prepare. Because now that more time they get for make use of all the other stuff then. So when President Bio come now the human capital development now he go palm, now he say and they try for make sure say it put effortly. Because when you prepare a motorman, that motorman they go able also for make use or handle their available resources then. So President Bio, the economy, when are the richest way the country get, now President Bio come develop. Now 6 months to elections, me family, it not ever happened in the history of Sierra Leone. That only because President Bio get interest in Sierra Leone, President Bio serious about the economy of this country. Yesterday, I can't I tell you, say, then President Bio win, then vote for him as the best African leader this year ever in the history. And not to only appoint the appointer, now Nigeria on Sunday, then vote all head of states then. All head of state and the representatives, they will get a summit. They will go there, then vote for a one by one. President Bio win as the best African leader because it improve on the economy of a country. And this, now the evidence we don't come. World Bank don't just approve yesterday. World Bank don't approve 100, that's not today. Yesterday or today, that's not yesterday, yes. World Bank don't approve $100 million because of President Bio in sustainability, where it put in development. The economic growth, a one national inclusion. The inclusiveness what we don't talk about, say President Bio, it bring national inclusion. And they try for let resources be sustained. Let Salon money able day and support Salon people then. In good programs then. It include everybody. It bring it don't care which political party you dey. President Bio not care which language they talk. President Bio not care which region you come out. And they make sure say everybody come and enjoy the national cake. And they distribute the resources of the country equitably, meaning everybody for benefits at the same time equal to equitably to the other person. And I will not explain to you now the definition of equitability as to the one who they call equity, equality. Now, equitability, President Bio they deal with. If you say for let touch the wall, we need for put 2 blocks so that I will able to reach your height. Now 2 blocks will they put so that you way at the map I will reach your height. Now an equitable issue. Otherwise, I'm not gonna give you 2 blocks. Me say get 2 blocks where I know say you get height past me, you go see past me. But President Bio they make nobody know they pass in company in a salon. Now, because of them good thing there, because of them sustainable national cohesion, where they make the inclusiveness and sustainable financial development, where President Bio they bring out in that nation, it writes a project to World Bank for let World Bank help them, for let it continue that one day. So World Bank don't approve a $100 million for let it boost that one day. When a member say World Bank we don't run away in a saloon. All the international organization partners, the development partners, they don't go during the time where Ernest Kroma and the APC criminal racketeers them then loot the nation. They thief all with resources and with money. But President Bio in good governance work, it don't bring them. So now we don't see how they don't come. because of they don't give that money there for strengthening natural resource management. Una no say President Bio in ready for manage with natural resources, with diamonds, with minerals them, and one of the greatest natural resources we'll get now the human capital. And now President Bio don't embark for manage. So that one day, that money we can a part of that one day for help them, for boost and manage the natural resources them where we get. One part the way President Bio don't identify, where it's very important, then are the human capital resource. Then are one of the most important natural resource. Because if that one day it not develop, then picky they not go school. President Bio not take school business with two hands. He not take book learning business and training and other vocational training. He not take as serious. All the TIO they get will not able to make any seriousness of them. Then also that money they for enhance inclusiveness. The inclusive governance system where President Bio they bring. We see they bring the Alpha Khan, we see they bring the Bayuku, other people from other political party, for all can work together. Then at the inclusiveness nature, where President Bio they do that national inclusion. Now then they make them get that money they for continue for boost and support President Bio for continue for do that one day. World Bank saying a very good thing that one day, where they develop a nation. Then also for strengthening accountability and transparency, you know, of the public finance. We know say President Bio it been calm, it be write a law for sure say the money where it is spent in a country, na salon, everybody need for know about her. If President Bio take 1 cent today, everybody get right for go ask at the bank, then they give you the slip. So if now they see people like other journalists or other activists that they go can say, oh, then give that minister they $10,000 today, oh, then give President Bio 1 million, oh, then give this person 5 million, oh. Trade it not been happen during APC time. Why? Because we not been get no law where they talk about transparency and accountability. And as Kruman is supposed to be accountable to we, but APC not be accountable to we. They be accountable to them pocket, they accountable to them party, and they be supposed to become transparent as to whatever they do for let them tell we know. But they not be they do them. Any money where they go, we need for know as citizens, but they not be given that opportunity. Then deny with that opportunity. When President Bio come, he go to the parliament, he make law, he send and they make an into law that accountability and transparency in public finance, meaning the money where government they get for let every citizen get opportunity for no bottom. President Bio don't make it into law. It says so anybody today you want to know what President Bio they get a salary, what they get what they come out, what this minister they get, what don't do money with this. You don't know now. This make una the hear say this government anything where they do it out there. You know they out there because then they hide and somebody they go thief and for see no. They out there because President Bio don't establish a legal structure so that transparency and accountability go be something where everybody will get access to. So now that make today you say Sidoyana, you want to know about all the money how they go, you get right. You get right, President Bio, they make that very, very much open to you. So now this make World Bank watch and say, no, this man, this type way where they govern this government, this country, now the most important way this way we think say it fine for Sierra Leoneans them. And then I want to know say now so this country like America then they, now so Europe then they. So now the same system, Mada Bio don't bring Nasa alone. Now that make anybody know how much anybody they get. Everybody you go any side, you get right. President Bio don't make it as a right. It don't make it into law. So you know, not say we person don't talk, say, oh, government don't spend so money, government don't spend so money, not to crime. Government I been talk, say President Bio and government I been talk, say everybody for know how much it is spent. Because one of the things the way it affects, now corruption it affects. Now one of the indicators then that one day for helps a government for fight corruption. If it make accountable, if make itself accountable to the people and transparent about public money. Now that they give zeal and power to government for continue for they corrupt free like the new direction government. So this is a very laudable venture, and we're glad that this is happening because President Bio been talking. And one thing we want to understand Sierra Leoneans, if anybody go out there and lie say President Bio and government corrupt, now lie it lie. If President Bio and government corrupt, 6 months to election, donors they're not for the gear money. World Bank not forget $100 million for can help for continue for bring transparency and accountability in the monies and way it is spent. Where they give. They not forget. When I know say na salon, it not ever happen. 2 years to elections, don't know development partners them, then they stop for give money. But now only President Bio don't break that barrier. They don't break that ceiling. When they say 6 months to election, don't know development partners, then they trust them still with their money for gear because they know say President Bio is not corrupt. They know say President Bio, you know they eat person your money. They know say President Bio, they do more, the money where they get, they put it in the right use for in the interest of Sierra Leoneans. They know that one day. So that made them continue for gear money. Now that means when I say barely 6 months to elections, they don't get back another $100 million. So when I don't see the trust where President Bio don't build, when I don't see what President Bio don't do for Salon, this is a very important thing. And secondly, and most importantly too, I want to congratulate the Minister of Information, Mr. Mohamed Rado Soare, for the good job they continue for do. When I remember say where President Bio come, this same thing where they talk about transparency and accountability. President Bio say in your government, now open government they bring to the people. And the people therefore go to get dialogue. In fact, the first thing where President Bio do so is they get banquet with all journalists and civil society organizations. For let they all go able to get flexibility and freedom and relax their mindset and their nerves so that they not go get fear for always connect with them. They not go get fear for always get onto them. So now that President Bio carry it. Now that President Bio in believe in. Now that President Bio come and establish in that country day so that journalists and civil society they not foresee government people as people way complex and way difficult for get access to. President Bio build a bridge between them. Establish that access between the journalists with the government, the civil society organization and the government, and the people and the government. When I know say the journalists and the civil society, now then they between government and the people. Now then they take from government and they go to the people. Then they expect them. Then our people they are expected to be neutral. They are expected to be in the buffer zone between government and the people. Now therefore talk the truth. They're not afraid. So first time, journalists are afraid for talk. So for President Bio, for let them make them journalists, they let them not afraid, let them go, they keep calm, let them go able to get access to them free. I mean, they make banquet for them, let them all do that every year so that they go able to say now the best government is. But now a very important thing where they do every year. Government when they do through Ministry of Information, President Bio initiate a system where he call annual CSO and a media retreat. Every year, then they come together, then they able to go ask questions and explain to the people of Sierra Leone. Explain to the people of Sierra Leone what thing they don't do every year based on the good job them where we don't where they don't do because we don't get the mandate. So that retreat they President Bio the whole every year. It the whole every year. So now I want Leona keep calm as we go get small body water again. Then I can explain to now this retreat this year, what thing happened there and why they hold am and what make President Bio they continue for do that one day. We now enjoy one.
Oh, who that guy this game ya so Amada Bio. Sam na who that this game ya dey for Amada Bio. Oh, who that cook and shape the game President Bio. We dey vote am back. We dey vote am back. We dey vote am back for development and salon. Amu you don't hear me. We dey vote am back. We dey vote am back. We dey vote am back for development and salon. Sholele, 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 sholele. Oh, after you, now you. Sholele, 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 sholele. Oh, 2023 now you. say you do after you do like.
All right, so then say you do President talk and do after you na you. Una member say, apart from the fact say World Bank don't boost the economy, what because of President Bio in national inclusive governance system where it don't bring, and for the fact that it don't bring accountability and transparency, and President Bio don't bring in government to the people, they don't get the $100 million for let it boost the economy for support President Bio, even when a 6 month to election, for let this don't show say President Bio, the international body, then respect them, then trust them. And secondly, I don't talk to now about this media retreat where they do every year. Governments and President Bio, they make for let the in government explain to journalists them. Let them go get that. When a member say President Bio win elections, the human capital development I take with priority. It makes sure say it add to the money, it expand the wage bill productively and meaningfully, where they affect the Sierra Leoneans them in a very positive manner. It add, it make the education, it give 22% of money per education because it want to develop the human capital. And that one day it don't yield fruit a lot. We see the passes them, we see the improvement in that one day. And then number two, President Bio they pay school fee for 2.6 million school picking them. Then they come up from with money from that 22% of that money where it give. Then also, when President Bio come, it say the health sector also be dilapidated. It improve 11% of with money. Now it add to the health sector. The money we been there where they been the give. So it don't improve. I would say President Bio don't refurbish. It don't renovate all government hospitals in the country. They don't build new hospitals there. They build hospitals there. Na Port Loko, when a big time hospital, Kerry Town, na Cambia, and they do also now Wilberforce. When I see in West, pass of your personal money, and they build massive hospital now Wilberforce. So these are all things where they show say this government ready for improve this country. President, you're serious about in people there. And then structures there where it don't be like it don't done. To be very honest, my brothers, the next 5 years will they come after 2023 elections. If we not allow anybody come, APC will destroy all them gains and they will not this year. Because they don't hard up, APC don't hard up. They don't hungry. So President Bio now we need for putting it back for let continue. We'll begin enjoy. So now what they do this the 25th, 26th of November, when they go Kenema, the retreat London. Dr. Jude Jallo, when the vice president, now go represent President Bio and the Minister of Information. And then clearly make less Sierra Leoneans they know through the civil society organization. They clearly know, make let the Sierra Leoneans they know through journalism. For say this government, they do very well. They talk about the achievement of President Bio. Because I saw the Ministry of Information, they do always where President Bio don't tell us, say, let them make sure say the government they closer to the people. Now remember, there was a time that President Bio SSF go inside a motorcar and they go on radio station to radio station, television station to television station in that country. Then they tell you say President Bio na a good servant. Because anybody where you do job, the next way for do na for go give report. But President Bio not only believe in writing report for submit them to international body where they give them money or submit them to other people in the country, but it also makes sure say it accountable to we as Sierra Leoneans them for can tell we the job of Giam how far the progress they go. Now we for Georgia at the end of the day. Let not tell you a lie. The 4 years what President Bio don't do, the job of President Bio don't do. If not so an escroma been do, like Salon no day we say with this will like today. President Bio don't work more than who president for work 15 years. So now they go with journalism, for go dialogue, for go explain to journalism and civil society activism what's the achievement of government. And now the responsibility now of them journalism they for can tell una the thing the way government say they do trade they don't do. No government don't need journalists don't need for come again for come begin ask you, oh government is saying go do this, why not do it? Because they don't tell them. Not to go ask government, now government can't do that. Now only President Bio in government will they see wherein now the government they go meet the people with information. Now the government they go meet civil society activists with information. Now the government they go meet journalism Towards up to the president, they go meet journalists for tell them what you don't do. But other government they try now journalists they go around behind them for let them ask them what they don't do because they're not in the sea. So now this make them go end. When they go yonder, then give opportunity, then give clear opportunity to journalism for ask a lot of questions. A lot of questions. Because why the discussion be there, when they don't done, they get panel discussion for let them discuss the challenges the way government they go through. Yes, even though President Bio in government, the new direction of government, they do very well for help salon, then a motor man. They get some challenges where they say they go through, and then therefore ask and discuss how then they try for waiting at the approach where the government they put in place for settle them challenges then be. Well, now remember, President Bio inherits a government where the economy be there in the mess, austerity. Nothing not be there. We'll not be getting no treasury account. They be they pay salary by overdraft, meaning money be don't know. So for let President Bio fix that country. We can't meet up Corona. We can't meet up the war in Ukraine. President Bio, no wonder they crown him as the best president of Africa on Sunday. Because they do very well. No wonder President Bio win the MCC report. So Dr. Jude Jallo, now he go give the scorecard. Government is scorecard to civil society. Now he go read out government is scorecard to journalism. Now he go present her on behalf of the president and the government. Then the questions and now when they ask, the Minister of Information and the Vice President, they're able to answer questions. Now a long day program, 2 days, 3 days, now session. For let them able to give sufficient information to journalists and all over the country. And even international journalism. Then they ask, what you don't do? So all una question, they went at the question the way people they for ask. Then civil society, the Marcella Samba, they all be dead. So if Marcella Samba they not come for can tell una the good job the way President Bio don't do, and they don't ask questions, and they get the opportunity for ask questions them. So if Marcella Samba they not come for do that one day, they come for can't talk anything bad. Una hold them responsible, say them, they don't like that country. Because every year government they go ask them. So if they can't talk, say they don't know what the government they do, they don't know what they happen. Meaning they're not deceit, meaning they're not nation haters. Because every year government they make this retreat, then they call CSO. CSO means civil society organization. Then they call journalism for let they can't tell them. Ura unakao unakami family. Unakala hotel una what you don't do. So if anyone part they no can tell una the family, then una hold them responsible. But we they as government people, as activists them, for tell una what this government don't do. And I tell Honorable Rado Soare, plenty thank you. For that year what they do every year. The one way thing say the Ministry of Information, they know they work. The new direction government know they explain to people them. Now so then they do every year, yeah. So we need one for whole responsible. The civil society organization, development partners, and they give them money for go begin to understand what the government they do for can't tell we now then job that one day. Not only government for can't tell we what they do. Government not going to go to that village to one person, one another. All the medium then they now people the way they give information out. Now that make government they engage them because they are very important people then. Now then they between we and government. Because then they expect they know they for politics. If we talk, if Gentle talk and sometimes you one thing say because Gentle na SLPP PRO in the talk for promote President Bio and manage the reputation of President Bio in government normal. But if Marcella Samba then they're responsible for talk and they not can talk then una for hold them responsible. Then journalists and so they do. Madam Bio don't make things very easy and transparent. They give them opportunity for develop a roadmap to the public. Develop a roadmap to the public as to how the information for dwindle, for swim to we. They all talk about them. So now the responsibility also because they say don't know that they give them money for that one day. So now that means government they go to them. So this is not the job the way President Bio they do. President Bio, they allow everybody for can ask questions. President Bio, you know they bribe you. Today we come with electricity. Now 16% of Sierra Leone they may access electricity in that country. But now President Bio don't get at least 30% of Sierra Leoneans where they access electricity in Sierra Leone. That one they don't show the huge progress. Because if inside 11 years, who said President Kabal left the electricity? The percentage President Kabal left APC not able to take a no side for let people they able access electricity because we don't see say now each chiefdoms them, each big towns them, they all don't get light, they all don't get electricity. Then a huge success, and then they still continue for doing. These are things that where government can tell civil society them and tell journalists them, and now exactly they go do na Kenema. So this na allow them to venture, and because of all them here, then transparent governance system there, the inclusiveness there, because President you want let everybody become part of this development there. Everybody be inclusive. Now this is not the reason we make President Bio and they get this support from World Bank. If they like today, when they see alone, I don't ever hear it that one day, now the whole country. If APC and other opposition, they go and lie at President Bio, hey, President Bio this, President Bio that. But the international body, where they give them money, 6 months to election, they don't give them back 100 million. Now they get the tools them, where they for assess government. APC don't get no tools when a genuine tool for assess any government in job. Because then an opposition, they want candidate. So even if the government take Salo, it be like heaven. APC go fence forth, then go fence side, where they go put stain by the wall. Then talk and say stain in there. And at that stain they go talk about. They not go talk about the whole wall where they build. So we don't listen to them. Anything where opposition they talk na lie. Because if this government they go bad, America not for them be now. The way how they be don't talk and lie about President Bio, and we not for listen to politics of lies, politics of propaganda. Where APC get, we not they listen again. Now politics of development. Now 6 months to election, Madam, you don't get again 100 million. Now then they are Abineyeri. Then the Vuvuzela then APC activists the way they did on social media. Then they talk say, hey, they know the international community, they don't stop Madabio, they know they give money again. They don't want they again because now so them believe say politics day for lie to the people, for tell the lie story, for get us, for scare them away, for talk things that way not even possible for them happy, but then they talk up. So now all what they don't talk, then they are say international community, they don't vex by Madabio government. Oh, they say they give money again, they don't lock do. Not 200 million, they don't approve. Yesterday, $100 million. World Bank, not so they don't approve for this government because of the good job that they do. If this government, if not true, what's the APC they talk out there, if not true, why they forgive Madabio that kind of money again? I know say APC get for twist and back because then they need a shame. They never go fair way back for twist and then they need shame. The shame box don't broke. And it's chroma thief the shame box. A go time. So my family, this is not the good effort then. And they tell the Ministry of Information, thank you. Every year when they do that here. So nobody, they know they hide information from. Me, na gentle, the political hot goose. If you don't pay me, you the fry. I for don't pay you the nyaka. The human capital development you President Bio don't bring. Now don't buy for we this kind of respect you. And what I want to do, when I know we stay put, let's vote for President Bio. It's say in the cow with agricultural I call it revolution. Not hungry. 9 President Bio they can't fetch now. And if they do a not talk and do. Anything with President Bio do. Anything with they talk, they do them. All the thing that we don't talk, they don't do them. Una enjoy, una share. Let's see what's really as a year.
Trust the process. Prince Keke, Lunge Baba.
Madabio,
Talk and do, you not talk and do.
50 EOT,
Talk and do, you not talk and do.
Julde Jallo,
Talk and do, you not talk and do.
50 EOT,
Talk and do, you not talk and
for the
do.
free education,
Talk and do, you not talk and do.
extend the airports,
Talk and do, you not talk and do.
your projects,
Talk and do, you not talk and do.
fed corruption,
Talk and do, you not talk and do. Talk and you do press so you don't prove Talk and you do press so you don't prove Tell we say it they give we free education. You do Tell we say it they extend for we the airport. You do Tell we say it they fight against corruption. You do Tell we say you will approve all the teachers. You do Talk and do, you not talk and do. Talk and do, you not talk and do.
Madabio,
Talk and do, you not talk and do.
50 EOT,
Talk and do, you not not talk and do.
Julde Jallo,
Talk and do. You not talk and do.
40 EOT,
Talk and do. You not talk and
for
do.
the free education,
Talk and do. You not talk and do.
extend the airports,
Talk and do. You not talk and do.
the Gombe project,
Talk and do. You not talk and do.
defend corruption,
Talk and do. You not talk and do.
Me fumble them. As this song don't say, trust the process. We just get for trust the process. As this now a talk and do government, what we say, we go do am. So 50, CRT. Now that's make with the people of this country. One for tell Boku thank you to the talk and do president, retired Brigadier Julius Madabio, and your dynamic vice president, Dr. Mohammed Julde.
Political hot. You don't for me?